Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel where we give you the latest news. Thank you for always tuning in to listen to us. Now to the news of today, the headline. Nigerian foreign students protest against Tinubu in London, seek reversal of anti-poor policies. Now to the news in full. On Saturday, October 5, 2024, a coalition of Nigerian and foreign students gathered outside the Nigerian High Commission in London to demand that President Bola Tinubu repeals his anti-poor policies and withdraw charges against individuals arrested during the End Bad Governance protest. The demonstration was spearheaded by a group of socialist students operating under the name Fight for Socialism. The protesters, consisting of both black and white students, carried placards that read messages like "Drop all charges and release protesters" and "Reverse all anti-poor policies." This is what I've been saying. People that protested peacefully, you arrested them and you are still locking them up. You did not release them. But if it is Boko Haram and bandits, you will not even know where they are to even start with, not to talk of arresting them. And even if you arrest them, tomorrow you go and sow Ashebi for them and say they've repented. That is what we are doing. And now the protest has gotten to London, where students have to come together to protest, to tell you that you should release the people that you have arrested unjustly. It is well showing off our dirty linen everywhere. Nigerian, we are just having bad records everywhere we go. It is okay now. Footage from the event shows the crowd chanting, "When I say Tinubu, you say thief," expressing their frustration over the government's handling of End Bad Governance protesters. Their demands encompass not only the release of those in detention, but also an end to policies that they argue negatively affect the poorest citizens of Nigeria. The protest occurred at the Nigerian High Commission located at WC2N 5BX London. "When I say Tinubu, you say thief. Tinubu thief, Tinubu thief," they repeatedly chanted. It is worth noting that Tinubu recently traveled to London for a 2-week vacation. In fact, they are supposed to take, if they know his house there in London, they should have taken the protest to his house, but everybody knows that this man has a thick skin. He cannot be moved by any protest. He's I don't want to use the word heartless, ruthless. That is like the best word to describe him. He has a thick skin. Your protesting will not do anything, but maybe because it's in London, it will garner attention, hopefully, but that man has thick skin. He will not listen. Tosin Olumide says, "You have failed because you cannot judge in your own case. You requesting for socialist ideology in capitalist government and have the audacity to call the head of government thief. You are a bastard. Did he steal your money? This person must be Tinubu's family because he's already angry." Kingsley Elijah said, "As long as blood flows in him, he is a human and he will not know peace until he recognizes the fact that he is human." Are we sure this man is human? Does he have blood flowing through him? Does he have emotions? Does he have empathy? I don't think so. Because if you have empathy and you are a good person, if you are human, you will not just be watching and see poor people suffering. You will not just arrest people that were protesting peacefully for their rights, for a better governance. You will not just arrest them and say, "Oh, you have emotions and you're a good person." You are not a good person. If you're a good person, you would not arrest them. If you're a good person, you will listen to them. If you're a good person, you would show accountability. You will show empathy. That is even what we want. We are not saying that, okay, you should resolve the problem of Nigerians at once. We know it's been bad since the time of Buhari. It's been worse. So we know that, okay, it might take some time for things to get better. But the fact that everybody is complaining, but the president is doing as if he's not seeing you. At least you come outside and say, "Okay, I hear you, my citizens. I know what you are going through. I feel your pain. I do this, I do that." Even if it's all a lie, at least pretend to, to, to show concern. That is what everybody wants. Pretend as if you show concern. Pretend as if you actually care. Ejima said, Tinubu has developed a very thick skin. I said so. No amount of protest, castigation, or criticism that will ever worry him. Exactly. Nathan also responded, does he even still have a human heart and conscience? They are just wasting their time. It is well. Aradonfo said, is a serious thief for that matter. Clement said, how come if Birenokiri hands work, Tinubu be careful of that crook. Okay now, we'll see. I know that trailer will still pass their middle, both Reno and Tinubu. They'll still have issues, and Reno will still go back to start attacking him back. Shebi is looking for what to eat. He will see it, and very soon they will have issues. We'll be here, we'll be waiting, we'll see it when they start writing history. When Reno starts writing all his big English on Instagram. Francis Oyibla says, Satan doesn't repent. Until God visits Tinubu in his anger, he will never stop his impunity and wickedness, and that is the absolute truth. People like this, it is only God that can catch them. If God says it is time, like it's just like Pharaoh and the Israelites. Pharaoh was hardened at heart, and that is the same way this person is hardened. His heart is hardened, like he doesn't want to listen to anybody. It will get hardened until you lead yourself to destruction. That was how Pharaoh was so stubborn till he followed the children of Israelites down to the Red Sea, where he got completely destroyed. So, people like this, it is God that will definitely deal with them at last if they refuse to change, if they refuse to listen. Ikechukwu said, give him stress. There is no peace for the wicked. After all his anti-people policies, he felt he can go to England, where things work, and rest for him. It will not work. A bag of rice is now 120,000 naira, despite the audio rice they are sharing and selling at 40,000 naira. That rice, me have not even seen it anywhere that they say they are selling for 40,000 naira. And the rice, I saw on the news the other day, the rice are bad. Maybe it is the rice that they have kept during COVID season that they've stolen for themselves that they want to sell. And now the rice they are bad. They are now bringing it out and saying they want to share it to people. That's the only thing they want to share, rice. Yeah, rice lonjewa in this country. Bag of rice is now 120,000 naira. How much is the minimum wage? The minimum wage cannot even afford to buy a bag of rice, and that is not the only thing you will eat. Do you just want to eat rice without sweet stew or anything? How are the poor supposed to survive this kind of thing? My listeners, over to you. What do you think? Kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.